Hi, this is Jaya. In this video, we shall see the summary of The Stick Together Families, a poem by Edgar Albert Guest. Edward Albert Guest was born on 20th August 1881 in England. He was taken to America at a very young age. Guest is also called the people's poet because his voice was a representation of a common man. He called himself a newspaper man who collected verse. His most famous works include Home Rhymes, Just Glad Things, A Heap of Living, All That Matters, The Path to Home, The Light of Faith. And in this poem, Edgar emphasizes the bond between family members. He urges the readers to stick to the family no matter what the situation is. He says that families that stick together are happier compared to the families which are separated. As human beings, we all crave warmth and support. Man is a social animal and he is not designed to live alone for the rest of the pack. When one person faces trouble, the rest would support and help them out of the situation. Similarly, families provide emotional and also materialistic help when one is faced with any difficulty. He also talks about estranged families where the members do not care for each other and are led by their own selfish motives. Siblings are meant to have each other's back, and if they fail to do so by spewing hatred, then they may not achieve happiness. When they go on their separate ways, forgetting their responsibilities towards each other, their life may not be as fruitful as a family that sticks together. He goes on to give a very warm picture of a group of family members sitting around a fireside in a circle. The warmth provided by the fire on the chill day represents the warmth given by family when they are in trouble. These people who are there for one another are the happiest people that ever existed. The bond makes them wholesome and no power can separate them until death. The poet also says that there can be a lot of gatherings that are held for various purposes, but nothing can compare to a little family gathering. After a long day of work and stress, meeting and spending time with loved ones is what makes life bearable. He explains that any individual is prone to achieve more success when they do so in together as a family. He says that one's social status or class does not indicate the level of achieving success in life. Irrespective of people belonging to rich families or poor families, people can make bad decisions which can be due to lack of awareness. People imagine themselves to be wise just because they have a rich upbringing, a good education and comforts. They decide to move away from the family thinking that it is a wise decision to move ahead in life. People who come from a poor family may also decide the same owing to insecurity or desire to achieve things in life. The poet says that the decision to move away from family might end in a bad state. They are in a rush and very quickly shatter all the family ties. They tend to assume that success finds one in solitude. But if one does not have anyone to cheer, then there is no point in achieving success. When each family member goes in search of their pleasures, they lose the bond within the family. Most often, people like to explore newness in life. Since families are conventional and always readily available, they get tired of it, making them seek fun in strange instances and strange people. They like to wander with new and strange people and have fun with them, but it will soon wane as there is no depth in this relationship. He says that one might only harvest bitterness with a stranger and hence reap the same. Also, these bonds are empty as it is established based on the feeling of void and the urge to seek a companion. He says that children do not have this problem as they seek the company of family at an early stage and do not wander about. Hence, the children are the wisest and are the stick together types. He tries to break misconceptions about families in the young minds of people. People might think that they can be glad only if they roam, leaving their family behind. The young ones might think that they might achieve success and will be able to smile only when they wander around without any aim. More than believing a close family member, they tend to think that a stranger is a true friend. They travel around the world seeking an element to fill the void within them. According to the poet, this kind of behavior is a waste of time as they are uselessly pursuing something that is already available to them. There is no necessity to search elsewhere when one happens to have a family that supports each other. The poet says that the people who are the gladdest are the ones who have a family to go back to after a stressful situation, and the siblings who have each other's back are more prone to grow together and share the fun. He emphasizes the importance of being a stick together family. People need to understand that it is the little things and trivialities that make life meaningful. One can win these joys of the earth only by staying closer to the family. They are the ones to find the sweetest music of life and the best kind of excitement from life. He refers to the joy of living together to be as sweet as music. Family is like the roof of the home that protects one from any kind of danger such as rain or sun. It is also the one roof that preserves all the charm that life can offer to any person. Within a playground, one can find a beautiful playground where one can relax after a stressful day. One can also find a happy and safe spot to live in within the embrace of the family members. After all, every action performed by an individual is a step to get closer to being loved and cared for. We all crave warmth and comfort, which can be offered only by families. He ends the poem with a call to the ones who have been roaming around to come back to the warmth of the fireside beside one's family and cherish one's kith and kin. Now let's read the poem. The stick together families are happier by far than the brothers and the sisters who take separate highways are. The gladdest people living are the wholesome folks who make a circle at the fireside that no power doth but death can break. And the finest of conventions ever held beneath the sun are the little family gatherings when the busy day is done. They are rich folks, they are poor folks who imagine they are wise. And they are very quick to shatter all the little family ties. Each goes searching after pleasure in his own selected way. Each with strangers likes to wander and with strangers likes to play. But its bitterness they harvest and its empty joy they find, for the children that are wisest are the stick together kind. There are some who seem to fancy that for gladness they must roam, that for smiles that are the brightest they must wander far from home, that the strange friend is the true friend and they travel far astray. They waste their lives in striving for a joy that's far away. But the gladdest sort of people, when the busy day is done, are the brothers and the sisters who together share their fun. It's a stick together family that wins the joy of earth, that hears the sweetest music and that finds the finest mirth. It's the old home roof that shelters all the charm that life can give. There you find the gladdest playground, there the happiest spot to live. And oh, weary, wandering brother, if contentment you would win, come you back unto the fireside and be comrade with your kin. So here ends the poem. If you have anything more to add on to what I've said, please write it in the comment box. Like the video, share it with your friends. And if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe and support. Thank you.